Well, good morning again, everyone. It might be afternoon now. No, I'm on a roll today. Wait, what time is it? Yeah, 11 in the morning. Go me. Get some stuff done. This is video number 2. This is Sandy, Wilhelmina, and the sheep and everyone are still sleeping. But Jim left to pick up my auction boxes. Woo! So I'm trying to get this done, but well, the boxes are usually my reward for doing something I'm supposed to do but haven't done. So I'm going to show you this journal. I think it might be one of my favorites, and I say that every time, but so I made a bookmark, and this is Marjorie Mary France Howe's sewing book. That was her whole name, and the Thimble people. I haven't found a thimble yet, but I did buy one. We'll see if it gets here. So these are all the pretty baubles she would have liked. Some very old lace, a bobbin of pretty blue thread. And this was one that I started out as a blue series. Oh, and then back here, this is not as old as this journal is, but it's cute. Meyer Cheese Company. That's, I think, from Wisconsin. It's just a cute little tape measure. Ta-da! Cute, cute, if I do say so myself. So this measures, I lost my, oh, see what a goose I am? I just am squirrel. 6.5 by 9. And it's Mary France's book, sewing book, Adventures Among the Thimble People. I sewed it in, yay me. And this is the back. And this is, well, and this would be tied right here, except I didn't get it done before I open this video. This is chock full of old ephemera digitals that I've just added color like you would for like they did with the old photographs where they added some color. There's a laundry receipt from Finland. This is a reproduction of would have been a trading card. And I thought these cute boxes looked like somebody the Faeries would know. This is a copy of handwritten music. I have a whole book of it, and it's about pirates, believe it or not. And I believe this is a mimeograph copy, but it's pretty. It's purple, it's kind of blue. And I don't know, it just kind of fell together. Taffy and something of Girls and Pirates. This is an antique ledger page. There's lots of pockets. Oh, and I should say that the cover is it is the Mary Frances sewing book by Jane Fryer, illustrator Jane Allen Bayer, 1913. So that's where these cover pages came from, and some of the pages. This is a pocket, and she got her long name. She's known as Marjorie Frances, but is called Mary. And when I found this written in a book page on the inside of a book, I saved it. I didn't know what I was going to do with it, but it came in handy. And this is obviously it's a pocket. This is buttons from that maybe she ordered from, and business cards, cutting ladies' dresses, boys and girls' garments pattern. And this is a page from a French book. I bought an old book in a secondhand store, a book of short verses, Just Love Songs No More. Its cover was broken, its margins were marred. The hard world had left it alone and quite scarred. I opened the book and I ruffled each page. Some were ragged, some yellowed with age, but older were markings beneath tender lines. The book held the soul of life's lost valentines, and quite near the end I found, faded and gray, a rose that was picked in a dim yesterday. So I think that might have been a friend of hers that she missed, Mabel Davis. This is a paper clip, a hidden paper clip, and it is holding an ad from 1885 for clothing. Ladies' merino vest. I'm quite sure she had sheep because who doesn't, right? So she saved that ad. And it's a little fragile, but we got it worked out here. I did leave some room for journaling and decorating. This is a homework assignment. And if I remember right, I don't remember, but I think this came out of a book from Russia. My friend stamped that. This is some paper that I took out of a, I don't know if it was a scrapbook or if it was just pages with something glued to it. And I loved how the glue looked. So I just added a little stencil. It feels like, well, it feels like vellum, but it's not vellum. This is a book page from 1820. This one I got a little crazy with the glitter. And I added some color. Unlock the chest and choose out of it what you wish in payment for your darning, said one fairy elf. And there's more pockets. Everyone has to have a princess. I'm not going to show you everything because the new person must have, its new owner needs to have a. And this page was from a Women's Institute of Domestic Arts and Sciences. Her little pocket account book. This is a fabric flip. It's attached with a pin so you could take it out. I love this term. And if you think it's obnoxious, you can always trim the buttons off and have some lace there. This is just a piece of pretty blue fabric. And dream a little dream. As Mary Frances looked up from her work, there was the empty chair. And this has some ads and a pretty lady postcard. It is from 1910 to Anna Schultz from her sister. So maybe, I don't know. And there's a picture she saved, I bet, because she made that outfit for a theater. This is another calling card. Laura Weiss, some vintage ledger. This, I just love the dresses because I'm sure when she grew up, she was still a seamstress. Barbara's Secret. This is from a doctor's call list, 1924. There's some more of Patty Lang's digitals. I need to find something cute to put here. This is an actual ad for Kennedy's Fairy Dessert. This is French. It was from Illustrated, the Illustrated magazine from Paris, and it was just a whole bunch of really big pages. So I took them and cut them down. Oh, electric stamp plating. And I honestly do not know if this is a reproduction or the real thing. This is real, and it is a pretty blue. And behind it, she saved from 1910, a fall style book, and it folds out so you can see the whole thing. You add and feel a little clever with my journals these days. Yeah. Some little fairies with some fancy sparkly trim. This is the triplet copy of a check register from Detroit Creamery. And in the middle is this beautiful old, these were from encyclopedias. And I want to say they were 1870s. They're beautiful. And I need to add something pretty to these. And there's another that is a book pocket. What did I put here? I don't even know. I've had so much fun putting this together. This is from, I don't know, because it was in my file of fairy stuff. Dress linen. This is an actual label for dress linen. I don't know, probably for a box maybe that they sent linens out in. Postage stuff. Don't forget nappy spring suits. Fairies. I think they're all Thimble fairies. This is the Barracks Fabric Printing Company from Philip Henry Webb Esquire, Melville Private Hotel, Bolton, Lancaster, 1953. Looks like it's an income tax statement of some sort. And then there's another receipt behind that. This is a little watch crystal, and it's still in there. So she was very prepared for anything she might need. She's a big sewer, seamstress. This is at the Fairy Ball. It was the very vintage music that I stole that from. And then this is a Harrison Fisher copy of a lady going to the Fairy Ball. She's wearing a blue hat, and it says, "Is my hat on straight?" Playing card. And this is a antique calling card from Allie Craig. I'm pretty sure our seamstress had a lot of friends. Little stuff. This is probably my favorite piece. This bit of music is on rag paper. And Where Do the Fairies Dwell? A duet. Printed in New York, or sold in New York, printed in New Orleans. I'm not sure. But it's beautiful aged rag paper, and it would be from the mid 1800s. They were not very good about putting copyrights on music back then, or they made it so small you couldn't see it. And I did tip that in and put the some washi tape on it. George F. Kinsey, and a few things in there. This is Braille paper, tax receipts for tobacco, 1820 paper, some extra paper for writing on, and I made this little tiny cute notebook. This is from an antique 1890 lawyer's ledger from London, from the Waterloo Hotel account. And this is another part of the homework. I need to translate that. Extra buttons with some extras inside. I'm sure she drank a lot of tea. Some of her favorite laces. Always remember you are unique. And there's some beautiful Patty Lane prints again, little fairies. Pockets and pockets, because I always send so much stuff. Here's a little thing about buttons that was in a children's newspaper. There's a little bird. He's blue, so he fit in right. Sneaking a drink from somewhere. There are some checks here from the woolen manufacturers. H.C. Penny and Company. And these pictures. That is our Mary Frances. This was taken in Little Falls, New York. I'm not sure if she liked that, but I liked how cute it was. And this would have been her husband. And this was taken in Marshall, Michigan. Michigan. So those are her favorite pictures. And she got thrown up. The end. Except it wasn't the end because I added in some more pages. There's some ribbons she saved. Fini. There's a sheep. Everyone gets a sheep. An old postcard she kept. In the quiet days. So that is the journal itself. I'm going to pop this back in, hoping that I don't misplace anything. Okay. Then, but wait, there's more. She made a little envelope pouch out of an old cutter quilt that she could not rescue the whole thing. And in it are treasures that she kept. And again, I'm not going to show you everything, but this is a little. I just found this on a jaunt with Jenny, this little needle book. And it was smooshed away in a bag, bottom of a box. And I just happened to catch the stitching. So she sewed her initials on the front, did all this fancy work. And I did have to do a little bit of a sewing it back together. Look at that. That must be ticking, right? And she did all the stitching. There's a little sewing machine charm. Her needles. So that is coming along with her journal. And I'm going to put these things on. These are the keys to something. Need some music for you to listen to while I'm goofing around here. So that will be with her journal. Let us see. She kept her pictures in little envelopes she made. And that's her mom. And that was taken in Stoughton. Here comes Jim with the auction stuff. So I'm not going to show you a whole lot of what's in here because I will have to help him bring it in. And then my day, because I got 2 videos done, will be spent sorting paper and books. Yahoozy. Perfect way to spend a Saturday. And I've gotten my work done, so. And you can see there is a whole lot of stuff in here. There's a picture of her grandparents. I don't know what she did with her dad's picture. Not quite sure. That's her grandma and grandpa. And she loved them very much. And the needle in German and English. So there are lots of things she kept, and I'm not getting them all out because that will come with her journal. Whoops, and put her picture of her mom in there. Wonder what happened to the picture of her dad. Here comes Jim. You can hear him come in right now. Whoops. Hello, auction man.
Hello.
I'm just finishing up this video. What do you have on your head?
Part of your auction.
Ew. Oh my god, it's a wig. Oh
Where do you
man.
want the set?
Anywhere.
Right.
Okay. All right, y'all. Thanks for putting up with another journal. Mary Frances would be happy you were here. And I am going to go help bring in auction stuff. Paper, and books. I will see you soon. I have more things to catch up on, and I'm going to do a video where we sit and sort old paper that I need to put away, and I have a whole pile of it. So plan on a cup of coffee or a adult beverage when that video comes out. It's going to be a long one. I will see you all soon. Bye.